We're about to attempt the Manitou Incline.
You can't even see the top.
Welcome to Colorado Springs. We are here for a couple weeks, but this is the last place we're coming in Colorado before we're leaving. However, even though we've been in Colorado for a month, we have not tent camped here yet. So tonight we're gonna check State 23 off of our list, and we're staying in a campground that I've been dying to come to for a while now.
Let's get set up. How's it going?
Good. Just trying to get our sleeping bags out. Well, it's one less thing to do when we're tired and ready to go to sleep. This one's in there really hard. How did you do this? Gosh, TJ, I'm not gonna be able to get it out.
Oh, you got it.
Gosh, strained my shoulder doing that.
I don't like putting my pillow in there until the last minute possible because I don't want it to be cold, even though it's gonna get cold.
I love cold pillows. All right, now that our tent's set up, let's take you on the grand tour.
This weekend, we're staying at Garden of the Gods RV Resort in Colorado Springs, Colorado. There's not only one, but two pools. There's also laundry that is very reasonably priced. On the weekend, there are breakfast options at these food trucks. There's an arcade.
There's a lot more games in here than I thought when they said arcade.
There's a dog park and a playground. And there's 1, 2, and 3 bathhouses. So quick pros and cons of this campground. Number 1, it's in a great location.
So we're right here in between Colorado Springs and Manitou Springs. Like I can see the Manitou Springs sign from here. And we're at the base of Pikes Peak, and we're about 1.5 to 2 miles from Garden of the Gods.
Number 2, there are a lot of amenities here as you saw in the tour. And number 3, there's a spot for everybody from a tent all the way up to the biggest RV that you could pull in here. And there are even some small cabins.
Now let's be transparent. We paid $75 to stay one night here, and that's for a tent site.
This tent site does include a picnic table, a grill, water, and electric hookup. However, most of the time, sites like this that we stay in cost about $30.
With that said, there's just enough room in between RVs for your picnic table. So we are crammed in here.
On top of that, the dog park is pretty small and it's pretty far from most of the campsites. So apparently people just use the tent sites to let their dogs poop.
We weren't even here for 30 minutes and I saw 2 different people let their dogs poop in the grass over here where our tent is. So basically, we're staying in a glorified dog park for 75 bucks.
Apparently, there's still a demand for it because otherwise they wouldn't be charging that much if people weren't paying it. So here we are.
So fun fact about us, we actually have some family that live right here in town. So we're actually gonna put the camera down for the rest of the evening and go eat dinner with them.
And when we get back, we're probably gonna head to bed because tomorrow we're getting up early to go explore Garden of the Gods before attempting to hike the Manitou Incline.
We're gonna go see if we can find us a little bit of breakfast.
How do you want your eggs cooked?
You ready for breakfast?
Yes.
All right, let's eat. So I got a burrito. It looks really good. It's called the Burrito Deluxe. It has all sorts of stuff inside. We'll show you here in a second. And then Mary Catherine got potatoes and bacon.
Bacon.
And I got coffee and it's unlimited refills.
I chose the not so healthy version of caffeine this morning. It's just so good.
And we're gonna watch church. This thing is huge. That's good. Definitely the highlight of this campground so far. How was your breakfast?
It's good. Potatoes have a lot of flavor. The bacon is perfectly crispy.
That's hard to do, to get your bacon right.
I know. It's perfect. This is really good bacon. But this is a whole lot of potatoes, so you can have some if you want some.
I've got a whole burrito of potatoes here.
Well, we might just have leftover potatoes.
Here comes Mary Catherine. She's walking fast.
That was quite the ordeal.
What?
There was like like half of the washing machines don't take quarters. They only take this app that you have to download, but I don't have the app, and of course those are the machines I put our clothes in first. And so I tried to download the app, but we don't have great cell service here, and the Wi-Fi password I tried 3 times and it didn't work. I tried it with lowercase and uppercase letters. I don't know what to do, and so I switched them to the other machines that took quarters, and I was almost done putting quarters in one, and then 2 of the quarters I put in, it just said error and it didn't accept them, so I had to put more in. Everything's being washed now, but that was a mess. Ugh.
All right, time to get packed down.
So we made it to Garden of the Gods, and we're gonna walk around here for a little bit before we go to the Manitou Incline. In case you've never heard of this place or ever been here, it's just like kind of like a park, but like these massive, beautiful red rock formations. And there's some wildlife, and there's just lots of different hiking trails, and I love it. We heard a guy say it was overrated. I come here every time I'm in Colorado Springs because I think it's just beautiful. And if you like good views while you're hiking, this is the place to come. So we're gonna walk through here for a little bit, probably casually stroll since we're going to do the incline, and see what all we can see. So they call this rock formation the Kissing Camels because it looks like 2 camel heads kissing. So if you're a professional rock climber, or you like have experience in that, there's lots of opportunities for that here. And if you're not, like the most of us, you just get to watch people do it.
You'll never find me doing that.
That was a really brief walk through a very small portion of Garden of the Gods, but of course we don't like want to wear ourselves out before the incline this afternoon. So now we're just gonna make some lunch real quick.
Parked in the parking lot. Now we're gonna wait on the shuttle to take us to the stairs. Change of plans. We're walking to the stairs. It's about 1.5 miles, just under 1.5 miles. We're not gonna break that, right?
Oh, absolutely not.
Right.
The only thing we're gonna break is the record for how slow anybody's ever done this.
Let's go.
In case you don't know what the Manitou Springs Incline is, we're about to walk up the side of Pikes Peak, not all the way to the top, up this staircase, and it is 2,744 steps, just under 1 mile, and we will ascend 2,000 feet. So it's very steep, and athletes from the nearby Olympic Training Center use this as part of their training, but locals and tourists from all over also come by here just for a good workout. So hopefully we can do it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. A few things here. Number 1, we just passed step 300 out of 2,744. Number 2, even people on top of Mount Elbert last week said this was gonna be insanely difficult. Like this guy that had hiked 2 14ers in a day said this is crazy. This sign right here says that hiking the incline is comparable to climbing up the Empire State Building, the Eiffel Tower twice, the Washington Monument 3 times, or the Statue of Liberty 6 times. 1,900 to go. I would have just vlogged myself with my GoPro if I was given one of those.
You know where they are.
Do I? I'm surprised how much of this is in the shade, and I'm really thankful because it's kind of hot today.
Even though I told her multiple times, we're probably gonna be hiking in the shade the majority of the time at this time of day.
That was his logic. This time of the day, last week on Mount Elbert, we were not in the shade. So I didn't believe him, but it's because there's tree cover, not because of this time of the day necessarily.
It's totally this time of the day. The sun is on the other side of the peak. How you feeling?
Good. We are over halfway. We're at step 1,500. I'm out of breath, but I feel good. I feel like this hike compared to others, like you can see your progress more. And so that's really, really nice.
I'm feeling pretty good. Out of breath is really the only thing. Every like 10 or 20 steps, I start to get out of breath. But other than that, rocking and rolling. How's that applesauce?
It's great. Since RAGBRAI, these have become my favorite snack on hikes, bikes, anything that we need this kind of stuff on. I love these things. You know, you have to like lean forward, and I was standing up a little bit and I felt like I was gonna fall back. It freaked me out. But also, I just feel the need to like be right behind you the whole time, where you're just gonna take off without me. It's probably PTSD from RAGBRAI. And I have zero idea where TJ is. Where the heck is TJ? I have no idea where TJ is. I don't know where TJ is. Don't leave me, TJ.
Whatever.
Every once in a while, I just need a little bit longer break on the step than you. And then I'm like, oh, I gotta catch up.
Look at this though. Wow. What a view. We just passed 1,700. We got 1,000 more to go to the top.
Look at the view. These steps, they're so steep. If you were short, this would involve your hands.
We just passed the 2,000 mark. Got a little over 700 more to go. We've modified our pace a little bit to go slower since the stairs are steeper, but we are getting there. We just passed the 2,600 mile marker.
2,600th step.
All right, we just passed the 2,600 step. We got a little over 100 left to go.
Yeah, I feel great.
I do too.
Like, obviously we're breathing hard. You should be if you're climbing this many feet, but
I feel better right now than I did down there.
Yeah,
which is weird.
Too. I do too, for sure. And just like, I don't know, coming off Mount Elbert last week, I just feel like I can do anything, which I know is not true, but this just it's not as hard.
Nope.
So it's still a great workout, but it's really, really fun.
All right, let's go to the top.
All right.
We're almost there.
We made it!
Another hard thing done.
I feel really great, especially compared to the top of Mount Elbert last week, which I know it's kind of not comparable because this was like a fifth of the distance, but still, it was really steep.
Wow, I'm feeling pretty good. Of course, I was feeling pretty good at the top of Mount Elbert, and then it got really hard.
We haven't gone down yet, and last week we were like, yeah, time to go down, and then we're like, this is the worst.
We'll celebrate when we get down at the bottom. Just kidding, we're not sure if we're at the top or not.
We're really close if we're not at the top.
We're gonna keep going and see what's up these stairs.
That's a loud bird, it's like we're at the zoo.
Yeah, we were right. That's the top. We made it to the top. We made it to the top. There's a guy up there playing his guitar and singing, and it is doing really, really nice things for the top of this mountain.
Just the acoustic, like he's really good, and the beautiful scenery. This is just perfect.
It is.
It's the end of September. I did my first hard thing of the year, which was a half marathon in March, and I wore this shirt, and TJ just let me know I need to go down a size now. I like that.
There's this like rock structure, and I feel like I need to add a rock to it.
Here you go.
We've left our mark at the top of the Manitou Incline.
You can see so much of Colorado Springs from here. You can see high school football fields, you can see Garden of the Gods, and it looks tiny. You can also start to see where the city ends, and there's like plains on the other side heading towards Kansas. It's just beautiful. We're heading down now. Here we go. I'm kind of scared after last week.
This is actually really cool that we did this at this time of day, because all of the lights are starting to turn on in the city, and it's just really pretty. Here we are again, walking in the dark. You guys probably can't even see anything. You can see the flashlights of the people coming down the mountain behind me.
We made it! Woohoo! We did it! 2 hours and 15 minutes up, an hour down.
My legs are jello, but I feel really good.
Yeah.
So.
It's crazy how like everybody told us how difficult it was gonna be, and like, yeah, it was difficult, but just compared to last week, it was just a fun, nice Sunday evening.
It also helps that we've been in Colorado for
a month.
Yeah, a month now.
Yeah.
So we're a little bit more acclimated than last week.
For sure. I can see all the lights of like people still up there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right.
We are
1.5 miles to the van.
Listen, Manitou. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
We added 3 miles of walking total on the ends of it since we parked over here, but hey, I'm glad we did it. It was really, really fun. And if you're in Manitou Springs or Colorado Springs, it's close by. I highly recommend it.
So now we are headed to our cousin's house to stay the night, eat dinner, because tomorrow is a work day and I have to take the van back to Ford because we still need that alignment and they didn't do it, and I'm not excited about it. But thank you for watching this video.
If you enjoyed this video, then check out this one as well. You might like that. And check out our whole 50 States Tour playlist right here.
Don't forget to subscribe.